This is Sonja from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today I'm going to do something total different. I'm going to make some cards to people I want to encourage during this difficult time with some total scrap elements in my home. Anything you can find in your home. And I thought it would be a great idea to keep your kids busy to make cards for people in need. So I'm just showing you what you need. You just need glue. I think everybody have glue in the home. You need scissors. Then you need, you can just use any packaging, old packaging where things can come in. And then this cardstock, which you can use an old cereal box or whatever you have. I've got white cardstock, so that might be the only thing you might not have in your home. But you can use any type of solid paper, and obviously envelopes. A stapler is not necessary, but will make things much easier. And then magazines, any pretty magazines. I've got these two ideas magazine, which is a South African craft magazine, and this Daphne Diaries, which come from England, and they've got beautiful images in. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for two images which I want to put on top of my card. Now I want to send this card to my two sister-in-laws. They're both in the medical field in Britain, so obviously they probably go through a tough time. My one sister-in-law is a nurse, and the other one is a pharmacist at a hospital. So obviously they might be overworked, stressed with everything that's going on with the coronavirus. So so I just thought I'm going to send them encouraging cards to let them know we're praying and thinking of them, and we appreciate what they're doing during this time. So I thought that will be a good idea for you to do also, for your kids to do. So I wanted to make use of everything that you have in the home, so you don't have to go and buy anything, because we can't really go to the shops, and it's for anybody who's not really into scrapbooking. Now the idea I got is from Sue's Fish. She's got a YouTube channel, and she sort of started a thing called scrap therapy, which is just where you take 10-15 minutes and you do very simple scrapbooking, usually from scraps in your home, some pretty things also, just to record your life. And it's just 10-15 minutes you take a day for yourself, just to lift yourself up, hence the word scrap therapy. So what I'm doing now, I'm going back in my magazine and I'm looking for solid colors. It doesn't really matter if other pictures or writing is on it, because I'm going to hide it behind these two photos I've chosen to use on top of the cards. So as I said, I'm just going through these magazines looking for solid colors, like for instance that wonderful teal green color. Cutting that off. There's pictures on it, but I'm going to hide it behind my photos or the two pictures I've chosen, so nobody will see it. So the idea is just to use anything you have in your home, because I'm sure we all have magazines, and we all have Brit and scissors, and we all might have cardstock and things like that. So yeah, that's the idea. I love that pale purple blue color, so I'm definitely going to choose that also. But I think you get the idea what I'm basically doing. So I've chosen my two pictures. I think that one is a paint portrait from Monet. I can't remember now. I should have actually go back and look in the magazine from what artist that is. And the other is just a garden scene. My one sister-in-law loved gardening, so I thought she might like that. So I'm just backing this with cardstock, because I thought it will make the picture a little bit more sturdier, so I can work more easily with it, because obviously this is going to be your base or your main focus of your card. So as I said, I hope you're inspired to get these things out, keep your kids busy, because I'm sure we all are looking for things to keep our kids busy with. And this is something that even your kids can do also. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just showing you that I've chosen two flowers also out of this magazine, this daisy and that pink other flower. I actually don't know what is that flower's name. If you know, let me know in the description box what the name of that flower is. I'm not very good with flowers. So yeah, that is what I've chosen just to use as an embellishment. So I'm just looking now and see what backing I'm going to use. So as you've seen, I've just cut these solid colors. I'm just going to cut it according to size, so it can just be tucked behind the photo. Now the idea is that it is very loose, it's very imperfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just these colors are just poking behind your photo, just to give it a little bit of interest and layers, and just a little bit of interest. So it doesn't have to be perfect. So I've decided obviously to use the more brighter colors, the pink and that light pink um, gingham color or pattern, and I'm just going to put that on the other side of that photo because I wanted to bring some of the pink of the flowers under the picture out. So, and then I'm also just using, as I said, I'm just basically tearing off this old package. It's like I can't even remember what came in it, but I'm sure if you look around, the idea fun bit will be for your kids to say to them, let's look up things we can use in this card. Anything at home, you're not going to buy anything. You can even look at little packages of boxes of cakes or baking or whatever, anything pretty you can cut out. Yeah, old birthday cards. Use that, anything you have in your home. As you can see, I'm just playing around, fitting things behind different cards, or not cards, colors, so I can just get a sort of a idea. I'm going to put it, and I'm stapling it together every time I have my little sort of layout how I want it. I'm just stapling it together. It's just easier to use. Now, I've deliberately decided not to use double-sided tape or foam tape because I wanted to use something everybody has in the home. So obviously, if you have extra things like washi tape, foam tab, things like anything else, obviously use what you have in your stash. But as I said, I just wanted to make it that everybody has it. Now, this cardstock which I've showed you, not cardstock, sort of cardboard, I'm actually just doubling it up on top of each other just to lift the picture up a little bit. So there is sort of a effect that the picture is sort of lifted up from the card, just to give it a little bit of interest. So obviously, if you were a scrapbooker, you'd have used a foam tab or foam tape to lift it up, but I'm assuming most people don't have that in their home, so I'm just using a bit of cardstock to do that. As I said, this idea comes from Sue Fish, and she wanted to make a card for somebody in a congregation, and she had this idea of just using any scraps. Anyway, that is her style in her scrapbooking, also just using scrap little bits and just put beautiful other ephemera on top of it. So I got the idea from her, and I've asked her if I can do a YouTube video on it. And she said, yes, I can. So yeah, I want to give her all the credit for it. And I just think it's a brilliant idea to give it to somebody which is a need which you want to encourage. Might be an idea to ask your pastor if there's any lonely people in church, or even go to a hospital and just drop it off at reception if you can, if you feel it's safe enough to do that, just to encourage the local emergency and sort of medical field people. As I said, I'm going to virtually send this to my sister-in-laws because I can't. I mean, by the time this card is going to get to them, hopefully all this will be over. So I'm just thinking I'm going to send them a little video and open the card and read it for them and just show them, that I was thinking of them and praying for them. So maybe you can do the same. Maybe anybody in your church or in your community which you can't go and visit or reach out to, but they might have. They've got access to a smartphone, and you can send them a little video just to show them that you've made a little card for them and that you think of them. So as you've seen, I've moved on to my second card. I'm concentrating more on the blue pattern. So I'm just using some of that blues, that nice teal color. As you can see, I'm popping the photo on top of all the writing or the different colors from the cardstock, so that's hidden, so you don't have to worry about if you look for solid pieces in the magazine that there's pictures or writing on it, you can just tuck it behind the photo. So yeah, and then I'm putting that white daisy on top of it, and that concludes my cards. If you stay at the end, then I will show you the end result. I've popped it in an envelope, and this is basically going to be the video I'm going to send to them. I'm just going to obviously read it out loud to them just to say I'm thinking of them. I gave them a little verse also, Isaiah, I think 31 verse 40, that it says that God will strengthen you. Let me read it for you. It says, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. So that is maybe what all of us are needing during this time, that we are holding on to the Lord, that He will give us strength. When we grow weary, just for of this whole situation, that He will give us strength and when we need to focus on Him. I hope you enjoyed seeing this and that you will be inspired to do the same. Please give this video a like if you do, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider so. If you do something like this, please let me know, tag me on Instagram, or just let me know, pop me a comment here in the box, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.